Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make vegan sausage. Here we have that stuff, that yellow stuff, grainy looking stuff. This is akara, and this is an ingredient that is obtained after creating some soya milk. That's the remainder of the soya pulp that you get from draining the soy milk with muslin. This is a bit of wheat gluten, and there's a video, I have a video on this website that shows you how to make some wheat gluten, and this you get from creating a dough from wheat and then washing that dough, and then what's left you boil, and that's wheat gluten. Here's a bit of flour, ordinary plain flour, maybe some bread flour, any flour for wheat flour, and that I'm using today. Here's a bit of garlic, we have some rock salt, we have some fresh ground peppercorn, and we have some homemade tomato sauce, or you can get some tomato sauce from the supermarket. So you can get ordinary tomato sauce. So tomato sauce, some flour, peppercorns, rock salt, garlic, wheat gluten, and some akara, the leftover of creating soya milk. So you have soya milk, then the pulp that remains, you can use that again for the sausage. What I'm going to do is mix all of these ingredients together. I'm going to chop that into fine bits, mix this with these ingredients, create a pretty nice paste, and then add a drop of tomato juice for some flavor, and some seasoning with the peppercorns and the salt. So I'm going to mix all of this together. The wheat gluten is all chopped up finely. The garlic is chopped up finely, and now I'm going to put them all together with the akara, the pulp from the squeezed soya milk. And voila, all in with a drop of tomato sauce. This I'm going to mix all together until we have a pretty smooth paste. That's what we have, and that's our finished ingredient. Now with this, that's the basic these are the basic ingredients. You can add the herbs, your secret ingredient herbs, to turn it into as an authentic flavor sausage, or like your classic frankfurter. And as such, your choice of ingredients kind of like identify or define your particular brilliant recipe. However, this is the basic recipe that creates your sausage, your frankfurter. The next stage is I'm going to put it into a line of this into some cling film and roll up the cling film as if creating what's called in cuisine circles roulade. I'm going to tie up the roulade, and then I'm going to put the roulade into some hot water and boil that. And I'm going to boil it for about 15-20 minutes so everything cooks. And then I shall let the roulade mixture cool down, and then once it's cooled, I shall unwrap the cling film, and the unwrapped cooled roulade is the finished sausage. Here I've put some cling film on this work surface, and now I'm going to take some of my mixture and place it onto the cling film and place it on as the thickness and length that I require my sausage. I can have a humongous hot dog appearance or a typical breakfast sausage appearance. Here we have effectively a typical breakfast sausage appearance. And of course, in order to have the hot dog appearance, all I've got to do is stretch it out along. Okay, so that's our typical appearance. Okay, that's our sausage, a bit of cling film. Now, the wrapping process. This is how you wrap it. What you'll do is you'll take one end of the cling film and simply fold it over. And of course it's not going to fold right over, it's going to fold just over so it catches the end or the furthest part of the sausage. Okay, so the rest of the cling film I'll leave open. So you fold one piece over. Now, next, I simply roll the sausage up. Voila. Okay, rolled it up. And I tuck in the part of the cling film that was folded around at the beginning. And I tuck the sausage in very, very firmly. Then I continue rolling. And each time I roll, I make sure there's no air caught in it, because if there's air caught in it, when it boils, the air will cause the sausage to appear not long and smooth, but kind of like crumpled. So here I'm continuing to fold and showing that no air is caught in, and it rolls nice and smoothly. And of course, I have a good shape without any possibility of corruption of the shape of the sausage. It's not all rolled up nice and smoothly. Voila! The next, what I do is I take each end, like that, and this will require 2 hands. I take one end, then I twist this around, so like a sweet wrapper, it becomes twisted like that. Twist that end around, and I twist it a number of times so that the whole of this part of the wrapper becomes twisted. And that way I can do something else, which I'll show you once I've twisted both parts. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 hands now. There, look at that. Twisted this all the way along, and it's very, very, very tight on the sausage. Now, I must do the same to this part. And when both parts are twisted, what I do then is I knot each end, and I make the knot as close to the end of the termination of the sausage as possible. That way the sausage cooks to the shape that I've created, rather than creating a shape once it goes into the water. So what I do now with 2 hands is I create a knot on this end, also on that end. There, one knot created, and I must create a knot on that end. And while a knot has been created on this end, I can use the knot that hasn't yet been created to, or the part that hasn't yet been created, that hasn't had a knot been created, to push the rest of the sausage down into any space that has been created inadvertently, and then create a knot as tight as possible onto that end. So now I'm going to push some of the sausage down to that end, and then create a knot on that end. And there we have it. On this occasion, I'm fortunate enough to demonstrate that it's not absolutely difficult to make sure the nut is squeezed up as closely as possible to the termination of the sausage on both ends, that end and that end, beginning with one end and then pushing the sausage meat to that end, to the end that we begin with, and then creating a knot at the closing end. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to snip both ends, then give it one final casual wrap, and with that casual wrap I'm going to take the sausage and put it into some boiling water and boil it for 10-20 minutes. Okay. Here, some more cling film. Place the sausage onto the cling film, and then wrap it up casually. This is just to assist the boiling process in not unraveling the original or the first layer of cling film. So just wrap this up here like that, 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 that. Okay, and I take that, this is one sausage, I take that and I put it into some boiling water, boil for about 15-20 minutes. Okay. There, we have some boiling water in a wok or any part of your choice, and here's our sausage. I plunk it straight in. Voila. And it stays and boils for about 15 minutes. 15-20 minutes. And then I take it out, make sure I don't drop the camera into the boiling wok-filled boiling water. I take it out, let it cool down, then I unwrap it, and that's my sausage ready for eating. Then at that stage it will be cooked. But then of course, if you put it into a non-stick pan with a little bit of oil and fry, then of course it becomes that lovely golden brown sausage appearance regarding which we're all accustomed. There it stays for about 15-20 minutes, then I take it out, and that's our sausage prepared. The next stage, of course, we'll go to fry the sausage. But then, of course, what you want to do is have it in that state, and then when you're ready to eat it, then you fry it. This, of course, can be frozen, as I have loads and loads in my fridge because I make loads and loads of soya milk. So I have loads and loads of akara. Therefore, I'm able to make loads and loads of sausage. And then I make hot dogs. I make sausage and chips. I make sausage and mash and beans. I make sausage and mash and onion gravy. And when I get an oven that actually works, then I will make some toad in a hole or sausage rolls. So there my sausage remains for 15-20 minutes. Boiling. 15-20 minutes later, holding my camera very firmly, and with a slotted spoon, out comes the sausage. Straight over onto my work surface. That is our sausage. Then I leave this to cool, and then I unwrap, and then we shall see how therefore it appears. See what we make of our finished product. The sausage is like a bona fide sausage that you can purchase professionally. Okay, so I'm going to leave this to cool down, and then once it cools, that means it will be more set than presently is, because it's quite soft as has just come out of boiling water. It's quite soft, and when it cools it'll be more firm. When it goes into the refrigerator, it'll be even more firm. So it goes into the refrigerator to await your cooking pleasure, and becomes even more set and firm. Also, this can go into the freezer. So here we allow this to cool further. And there we have our fairly finished product. The first layer of cling film remains on the sausage. The second layer, the outermost layer, has been peeled off. And peeling the cling film off can sometimes be very, very prove to be an enduring task. But once you finally get it all off, and you have your finished product like that, then that's the first layer, or the outermost layer. Then to peel off the innermost layer. And of course it's easier to peel off once this has cooled down considerably, and even easier moreover when this is frozen. So the next stage is to place this very, very much cooled sausage into the refrigerator. There, our sausage is well chilled, well cooled down. That should make wrapping the final layer much less arduous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some kitchen scissors and snip as close as I can to the end of the sausage, but not. I'll probably do this better with 2 hands. Okay, I'll use 2 hands. There. So one end of the sausage not snipped, and as you can see, this looks the appearance of your typical shop bought sausage, where the end appears pinched together. I snip the other end. I attempt to unwrap this, both ends snipped, and the cling film tends to kind of like fuse together, so the unwrapping process is fairly arduous. So now I'm going to attempt to unwrap this, the final stage in the sausage preparation. Here we are. It's peeling. It's peeling, lovely. Two hands. Look at that. Fantastic. There we are. Look at that. Ooh, unwraps. Look at that. Fantastic. Unwraps. Beautiful. Look at that. Fantastic. Hold up one hand and completely wrap it off. Beautiful. Totally complete process. Here we have our sausage. Look at that. Look at that. Here we have peppercorn, akara, wheat gluten. Still fairly soft because it's been in the fridge only a certain amount of time. A nice pinched end like professional sausages. Pinched end on both sides. And that is ready to go straight onto a hot oil-lined frying pan. Or you can put this straight into a container, into the refrigerator or the freezer. And then you have sausages when you at your beck and call. Of course, this means that you have a use for your akara, and with the making of your soy milk, you have copious amounts of sausages. Sausage days. And what can you do with this sausage? Here's one I made earlier. Hot dog.